Hello YouTube, it is Championdjk coming at you again with another video, and today we've got another completed Auto World series. As I've been completing the series, which means all regulars and the Ultra Reds, not the Ultra Raws, sorry, I go ahead and do a video. So this is another completed series. This is 2021 Premium Release 1, which puts me up to date so far with 2021. Went ahead and completed this series. This was the last one that I needed, the last Ultra Red. As you can see it here, it is on a version B card. Of course, that doesn't matter. Just a quick look around the card art before we take a look at the rest of the series, and then we'll finish up by opening up this particular car. So, pretty cool. And real neat. All right, so last one I had to get. Only reason why it took me a while is just because, I don't know, this one didn't excite me all that much, so I didn't really hunt it down super hard. We're just going to go in order of the series with the exception of the Camaro. We'll save that one for last. So here's number one in the series, and this is the Chevrolet Suburban 1965 flavor. This one is in light green, version A. This was a debut of this casting in this particular series. As you can see, it does have an opening hood, a big chunky hood there. And there's a bit of a hood gap there. I heard if you can push this back a little bit. You can a little bit. Here's a look at the plate, 1965. Right there. Really nice looking casting, very heavy, very chunky. Of course, all metal construction. Pretty cool little brand new tooling for Auto World as of this time. So it's pretty awesome. I like the wheels too. I like how the white line on the tires is actually circular. That's awesome. And then here's version B in orange. And it looks pretty good as well. Again, brand new tooling. I think the plate's the same. 1965, yeah. So version B in orange. I don't know. I think I definitely preferred in this, the green, the light green. Both of these are limited to 14,704 pieces a piece. And then we have the Ultra Red, which is right here, which is going to set a precedent for the rest of the series. So, what do we got here for traits? That's something we always like to talk about and look at. First of all, it takes after the version A car. You can tell that because of the color of the wheels being the green color as opposed to the orange. So, number one, version A traits. Number two, of course, the Ultra Red body. And number three, for this one, we've got an Ultra Red base. And we also have a red interior, which neither of these cars had. These both had white interiors. The Ultra Red gets a red interior, and we're going to see red interiors on all the rest of them. Nothing special under the hood. And that is it. So this particular Ultra Red probably, I estimate, to be limited to around 882 pieces. That's based on 3% of the total production. If they are still doing it that way, that is about what this would be limited to. All right, next one in the series, number two, is the square body pickup. Of course, a fan favorite Auto World casting, and this one looks really nice as an 81 Chevy Silverado 10. The grille design on this is pretty crazy. I believe this is the debut of this particular year of Silverado. And this first one's in carmine red. These regular ones are limited to 19,504 pieces. There's a look at the plate there. Let's see. I wonder if the plates differ in this particular one. 1974. Yeah, so pretty cool there. And then version B is this guy right here. This is gloss black. And it looks really nice in gloss black with the silver stripe with the red outline on the silver stripe as well. Same plate. And again, limited to 19,504 pieces. So the Ultra Red, of course, what we're going to see is something that looks very, very similar to this, being it's going to have the white down there, the white top. And so this one would be kind of a tough one to maybe spot in stores for the novice collector, as it definitely has that regular, it looks very similar to the regular one. If you can't tell that the paint's, obviously in the Ultra Red, it's like a metallic paint. The interior, of course, is also red on both of these to further confuse, but the base is also red. So that's the dead giveaway if you're unsure on this one, if you run across these somehow in stores still, being that they're 2021 release one. I don't think you're going to see many of them, but who knows. There you go. Looking pretty cool. So we estimate those to be limited to around 1,170 pieces for the Ultra Red. All right, next would be the Camaro, but we're skipping over that for now and moving on to the 2019 Dodge Challenger RT Scat Pack. This first version here is in pitch black. And limited to 14,704 pieces. This is a really nice version of this particular one. The one I got has some wonky wheels. I got to keep that in mind and maybe grab another one of these if I see one. It looks good in black, though, and I think it has a little bit of a paint flaw on the top. You might not be able to see that very well on camera. That's probably good, but probably should get another example of this. Why not? It's a nice looking car, though. Scat Pack. So that's version A. Version B, though, I think is much more stunning in this beautiful color blue. Not sure how that translates on camera, but it does look beautiful in person. This blue metallic. Again, limited to 14,704 pieces. Let's go ahead and, can I get the hood open on this one easily? Maybe, maybe not. And that is a no. So we're just going to leave it shut on that one. I'll try the black one quick. And that's a no on the black one too. Well, we'll have to try the Ultra Red here in a second. But anyway, looks really good in the blue color. I definitely like it. The hood's tight on these, but that is fine with me because I rarely open the hoods on these anyway. Just pretty awesome looking car. And then, of course, the Ultra Red. So the Ultra Red technically would go after the version A traits. However, for this one, I don't know if there's any difference between the black one and the blue one as far as trim goes. So I don't think you really would notice the difference. It does have the red base, and it does also have the red interior. This one, the wheels are on absolutely perfect. For some reason, this casting and these wheels, you get some wonky ones here and there. I got it on both of these. It's fixable. You got to kind of play with it a little bit. But, man, looks really good in Ultra Red. Should see if I can get that hood open. Ooh, yeah. Here we go. Well, there's some Ultra Red around the trim of the hood. Or trim of the motor, but I think that's just because the body was painted that whole color before they painted the black. But there you go. Pretty sweet. All right, next is another really cool casting. This is the Dodge Stealth RT Twin Turbo 1992. This is in gloss white, limited to 12,040 pieces. And it does look good in white. That hood open right away. Take a peek in there. Pretty cool. This was definitely a heavily anticipated tooling from Auto World. This is the second release that it's been in. This 2021 release one. The initial release was the last release, I believe, of 2020. Right? Yeah. So really cool here in white. It also looks actually fantastic in this color green as well. This is a emerald green. Again, these are limited to 12,040 pieces. It looks really good in the emerald green, especially with this kind of like tannish, sand-colored interior. Really cool little car. Pretty awesome. And then, of course, we get the Ultra Red. So the Ultra Red's got the white rims from the white one. You can easily tell it's version A. Got the version A traits. Ultra Red body. Ultra Red base. Red interior, which the version A car had a red interior anyway as well. But there you have it. Pretty awesome. So we estimate this to be limited to 722 pieces for this Ultra Red. And actually, that makes it the most limited. This is the most limited car in the set, is these Stealths. If you're confused as to why some cars are more limited than others, it's because these cars were also available typically in straight packs to hobby dealers, meaning that they made more of some of the other cars. So hobby dealers were able to buy cases of these cars, of just a singular car. So if they wanted the Stealth, they could buy cases of the version A Stealth, you know, whatever. And cases of the Supra. The Supra, pretty awesome. This is the debut of the Toyota Supra casting from Auto World. And it debuts in Alpine Silver, limited to 14,104 pieces. And this thing is just pretty awesome. Just really cool. Metal body, metal base, what you would expect. It looks really good in silver, and then it also looks really good in super white. Limited to the same amount. I think I grabbed extras of each one of these. This one's got a little bit of a wonky wheel. Again, that's fixable. Got to push it in. Take a look at the motor. Just look underneath the hood. They're all going to look the same there. And then, of course, the Ultra Red. So the Ultra Red, beautiful looking Ultra Red. Ultra Red body, Ultra Red base, red interior. Technically, I guess would take after the version A car, except for there's really no difference, I don't think, in the two, version A or version B. Pretty cool. All right, and then on to the last one in the series. The last one I was able to get is this guy right here. This is the 2018 Chevy Camaro ZL1. First one here in Hyper Blue Metallic, limited to 13,000 pieces. So they made quite a bit of them. And it looks pretty good. I think this is a new version of the casting, or the debut of this version of the casting. I'm not sure. I'm not, for some reason, these newer Camaros, I just, not a huge fan. I can't get that hood open. I'll try it on this version B one while we look at the version A. There we go. And then the second one, the version B, is in Red Hot, also limited to 13,000 pieces. There's a look in there, under there, very detailed. Auto World did a fantastic job of this car. I don't know, for some reason I'm not a huge fan of it. I know it's probably pretty fun to drive. It's pretty awesome, but I don't know. The looks, in the looks department. All right, so here is the Ultra Red. The last one I grabbed. And let's open it up. All right, so we estimate this to be limited to, what, 780? And of course, it's going to have, what we'd expect. Red interior. The other two cars had black interiors. This one, red base and red body. And it looks pretty good. And technically, I guess it would be version A, but of course, there's no difference actually in this one between version A and version B, so it doesn't matter. Pretty cool. So that is it. So what should we do? Should we line these cars up? I don't know. Which one did you think is your favorite? You digging on the Suburban? Suburban's pretty cool. You digging on, of course, the square body is always a fan favorite. Maybe we should put these actually in the back, huh? Because of the trucks. This is bonus setting up for a photo footage. And then, yeah, we got the Camaro. Number 2. Looking pretty cool. And then sticking with muscle. With the Challenger. This thing is pretty awesome. I love this casting. I think it's pretty killer. And that looks pretty good right there, that grouping. Kind of really works out size-wise of these cars to go backwards like this. There you go, there you go. The Stealth. And finally, the highlight for probably most people, well, besides the square body fans, the Supra. It's a nice set. You guys let me know what your favorite is. All right. Thank you guys very much for watching again. You guys have a great day. See you in the next one.